You could argue that Aston Villa have been the surprise package of the season so far, and we could talk about the goals, we could talk about Grealish, but let's focus on the defence. Only City have conceded fewer goals than Aston Villa. They already have more clean sheets this season than they had in the entirety of last season, all 38 games. A new goalkeeper has come in, he's changed everything, but everything looks so much more solid. Probably not just this season, Gabby, but when we hark back to Project Restart, which ensured the Premier League survival. What's that down to? What's been the difference? Don't just say the goalkeeper, because I think it's more than that.
No, I think you've got to look at the defence. The more games you play, anywhere on the field, the more games you play in the Premier League, the more you're used to the standard. You get better and better every game. Mings, Konsa, House, they've got better every game they've played. Target, they've got better. They've understood where they need to play. They've understood playing against certain players, what positions they have to be in. I mean, Konsa for me has been the better one than Mings. He's got the pace, which Villa didn't have with Engels when he played last season. When he doesn't get it right, he's got the pace to get back and make tackles. Konsa, Matty Cash, he's attacking fullback who can defend as well. Target, he's very aggressive and makes great tackles. And for me, the goalkeeper has saved them so many points this season, so many goals. He just makes the goal look small. I mean, some of the shots he's saving, all the keepers that Villa have had over the last few seasons are not saving them. So he's stopping teams from scoring, and that's helping the defence. And I think sometimes the big saves that he's making are the difference between 1 point or 0 points and 3 points.
Four clean sheets in a row now, Scott. It's a very mean defence. How will Frank Lampard be looking to break down the villains today?
Yeah, I mean, just on what you said there, Adam, because you're absolutely spot on. It's not just this season, although they are pressing a lot more, and that's from the front with Ollie Watkins. But also, I know for a fact, during lockdown, when there was no football for a couple of months, they gave very specific training to try and make them even fitter. And Gabby will tell you, when you're fitter, you know you can run around even more, you can press, you can do more with the ball, but also without the ball. And that's something we saw at the end of last season, then with the players that are brought in as well. You know, Aston Villa, you know, almost everybody's second team at the moment, playing superb football with the balance perfect. So what do Chelsea have to do? Well, Chelsea have to get back to what they were doing, and that's a high-intensity, high-pressing game of football. And this is why I think this game here could be absolutely fascinating. I mean, whether we get goals or not, I think you'll get two teams who will look to go out and play, who will look to go out and try and play with that high intensity, will press when the others haven't got the ball. So even if it's 0-0 at half-time, I can see the game really opening, especially with it being the second game in 3 days as well. Now, that's where Aston Villa might start to tire. But look, I think Aston Villa have done absolutely superb what they've done so far this season. That man there is, I agree with Gabby completely, along with Bruno Fernandes, probably the best player in the Premier League right now. It's going to be absolutely key and interesting whether he plays as a number 10, which he has in the last couple of games, or whether he does play out wide against Azpilicueta. And if he does, then what Chelsea have to do is not just worry about what they do going forward to break down that defence, but it's also asking N'Golo Conte and perhaps do a 4-2-3-1 rather than the 4-3-3 and get Conte just to come out a little bit more and help out Azpilicueta, because Jack Grealish, one-on-one against any defender in the Premier League, well, you'd fancy him at the moment.